so let's you can work with your partner about the pose, right? As I mentioned this morning, we first of all start on the right, checking the depths and checking the shape, special shape and rates and rhythm, and then checking the strength of that, and come to your own conclusion or analyze all that. Each one you take it down, and then roughly gives ideas. Then you can ask questions about symptoms. What you guess, you think that could be a question, could be issues of health trouble. Okay. Right. What is your partner? 马大夫，那你是跟那个你们就两个人在做吧 ？You work in a partner.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll work with you. So we for 10 minutes to check each other.
叶老师还是高补定光哈。
Dr. Ye, would you please repeat quickly to what you taught?
All right.
We don't know what we should check.
Have you got your book?
I got the book now.
Yeah, the document. You check the pose. I was talking about the structured pose taking.
Yes.
So you need to check. First of all, to start from the right hand side.
Yes.
Check the depth of the pose.
problem lately.
I'll show you.
I just
Right.
A long-term liver issue. Nuclear is weak in the heart and the liver. Which is already causing a long-term Right, okay. That could be because of the lack of blood. Liver blood deficiency. Liver blood You know, you might find out a lot of symptoms that you think the patient have, they don't have, but that doesn't mean you're wrong. It might be they're coming up later, in 5 years' time or something like this. Yeah, quite often we have this. Sometimes we'll pick up some posts, say, you have headache, and they say, no, we don't have. The next day they start to have headache. You know, and quite a lot of times the students come back to me and say, oh, last time you say, well, I have headache. I didn't have then, but the next day they start to have headache. You know.
Worry start to worry, anxious like that.
So, as I say, it's my experience here might not be 100% correct, but I'll give you just that framework for you to do to explore yourself. You know, when you have I don't know where it was mine.
Just another question. Does your pose the year long is the same or
The pose changing?
Yeah, pose changing.
Well, if people's condition can change, because temporarily, some like people have difficulty sleeping, they might change. But the basic constitution, if they don't do much about it, that will not change.
Not change.
Will not change. Yeah. There has been another school of doctors like Pan Xiaochuan, that's the Canadian doctors, who were talking about like pose testing needling. So he said he can check. I didn't really learn his theory and didn't really put it in practice. I don't know how much that can change that. But the pose can change, but not to a radical level to me. By just one treatment of needle.
Question, please.
Yeah.
So, I'm hungry to discuss what is floating.
Floating.
So, and floating, obviously, that's the very superficial at the shallow. So you can touch it. That's the floating. But if you touch the deeply, from the top to the bottom, all of them you can touch it. That's called the floating. Or what does floating mean?
This is not called floating. We mentioned this earlier this morning. This is not called floating. This is what said you can feel the pose superficial level. So you can say superficial.
How deep? You can't touch the pose.
Floating is only referring to the pose that only showing on the superficial level. When you press down, it disappears. That is floating.
Okay.
So that normally indicates the exterior condition. If you can feel all the way down, this is what we call a yang floating. So that means to do with the yang, either excessive heat or yin deficiencies failing to anchor the yang.
It's easy to judge the slow or fast.
Yes.
And it's not difficult to judge the strong and the deficiency. And also you mentioned that in the any specific type of the pulse.
Yeah.
So what do you mean the specific
Quite
type of
very,
pulse?
very often you will see the most common one like wiry, slippery,
Oriented.
choppy,
Oriented.
and all these kind of pose, or thin, the pose. The only difference is, some of the pose indicate the strength, some of the pose indicate the shape of that. So we talk particularly quite the shape of pose, like slippery pose.
Mhm.
The thin pose. Thin pose doesn't mean it's thin means it's not full, but it doesn't mean it's weak. Yeah. So slippery means it feels like slippery. That is the shape of that. So, and then when talk about this, you say you are confused with slippery and wiry. Is it because you confused with actually quite often they come together, but slippery is the shape, but wiry is actually means the strength, the tension of that pose. Yeah, they might come together, but you're not calling them together, or confuse them together.
Yeah, for the 弦脉, the wiry pose, you feel it's really like a chord.
Yeah. So the guitar.
Yeah,
Chord,
guitar
yeah.
chord.
What do you call this?
Is that only just one finger?
Yes.
Right.
Wiry.
Quite often I see people, they might just damage their finger. You can see that it might be just the squeeze or any.
No, it's one of my patients has been progressing.
Right. Okay.
You can see it even from underneath.
I'm not very much sure what's happening. Quite often that could be, to me, I think many of them, quite often they have a damage in the roots of the nails. So it could be even just stretch of like squeeze on the door or something banging, that causing that blockages on the root and affecting the growth of that. But that could be indicate some mineral problems or vitamin deficiencies and anything else. Yeah.
I asked a lot of people and nobody seemed to know.
Yeah. Nails is also very. Have you got any experience of nails really?
Well, you can squeeze the finger and you get information from the nail bed. It's easy to see inflammation or it's easy to see stagnation.
How do you tell?
Well, inflammation is like bright red patches when you squeeze the nail, and bright red patches come. If the blood doesn't come back quickly when you let go, then you're looking at some sort of peripheral, at least, stagnation or stasis, and then just the colour of the nail beds.
Yeah. Okay. Anybody has any other experience?
If the nail cracker or the color pale, as that show liver blood deficiency.
Okay. Right. So anybody?
And
more
if you get a very rough nail,
the ridges. I mean,
yeah, that means the liver.
Yeah, more or less you mentioned.
Problem.
Well, to me, nails can tell you a lot as well. Normal color, pink color. So if it's pale, often that's blood deficiency. Yeah, and especially when that's the semi-moon is not there, that quite indicates a long term of blood deficiency. Yeah, but pale color with ridges it actually shows a lot of blood deficiency with liver stress, liver qi stagnation. A lot of people do have those. If you see a lot of ridges, yeah, and if people have yin deficiency, nails looks quite red. Yeah, excessive heat will be the red together, but yin deficiency will be more bottom, as I mentioned earlier on. The bottom bit more darker, kind of purple red, but the tip of the nails is not as red. So excessive one will be whole fingers, nails, red, bright red color.
Often we can see the people who got the fungus infection of the nails and toes,
Yeah.
and got we call the green nail.
Well,
So
yeah.
how to judge a nail like that? The yin yang, qi blood.
It's not yin and yang, because if it's only just affecting one single nail, you would call, well, could be just this
Not
fungus
one
issue.
single, probably few nails affected.
Yeah, because they're not like, not normal nails anymore. They are
You mean
flaky,
to nail diagnosis, I mean
Cloudy.
the normal nail.
the normal nail.
Alright.
Yeah, if you have those kind of like fungus nails, you can't tell anything anyway, because that's wrong nails. Yeah, but quite often we look at the hand, not the feet. People tend to have more like fungus on the feet itself, but hand, rare. Yeah, too. But certainly nails will tell you a lot. The ladies, if you see their nails, looks very pale. A nail's brittle, you know, so nail breaks very easily. A lot of people. What does that mean?
Liver blood division.
Either liver blood deficiency or liver yin deficiency. Yeah. Yeah. So I have a gentleman, he doesn't have a history of blood loss, but he had a very, very easy broken nails. And then he's always been very liver youngish kind of complaint. He had a quick temper. So in the end, I gave him a very simple pills to sort out problem. What pills you guess?
夏威逍遥。
No. 杞菊地黄.
哦，你是
杞菊地黄.
哦 ，OK。
Sort out the nails, like the crackings and brittleness of nails disappear after that. After that, 2 months of having the pills. Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah. But obviously for ladies, you might need to look more into the blood tonic. A lot of ladies, because that linked to the heavy bleeding. Yeah. Then you can give them blood tonic, like Gui Pi Wan or Ba Zhen Tang. That should help. This is the tongue reading. Obviously, you know, it's pity we don't have a bigger length of time to do a bit more practice for that. But I think, as I say, we only just really starting those little flame in your heart. Hopefully, that can guide you through to more exploration in your future practice. So now it's tongue reading. Okay, so again, through different schools of Chinese medicine practice, you will have different way of telling the tongue as well. We always say the body is a multi-dimension of reflexology. So for the tongue itself, you can tell different things too, right? So if you want to follow one school, better stay with the school and then do more, advanced studying and practicing, and then you can borrow other ideas later on for that. The reason for me to say that is because even to talk about the tongue itself, this is the most common, distribution of organs you will see, in our diagnosis, differential diagnosis. But also the tongue itself can reflect, again, the upper, middle, and lower jaw, as well as the front body and the back of the body. So, in a case, if it's to reflect more body organs, it will be like middle will be the front lines, the middle line around here. So spine or stomach. So you can have a heart, lung, and then tracheas, and then stomach in here, spleen and stomach around here, and the bottom. But at the same time, this is the spine itself. So on the side of that could be the muscles, and on the side of that could be the arms and legs, and the top of that is the head. So different schools, as I say, because that reflexology systems. Yeah, but I'm not going through that way for you. But I say, if you come up to something in the future from your own study, don't get surprised, because there can be different doctors' experience in telling you this. Okay. Again, do you have problems with the tongue reading? Do you have difficulty precise diagnosis? What are the problems? Problem with the tongue reading, like difficulty to tell the different types of tongue sign, or do you have a difficulty treating a precise diagnosis? Difficulty in knowing the indications of the signs? What are the problems? Like difficulty in analyzing and concluding on the signs, especially the complex ones. Right? So because the tongue, easily say, can you see the tongue, pale tongue, big tongue, qi deficiencies. But is there anything more you can tell? Yes, you can. Once you get more experience to tell from them. again, a more structured reading strategy is needed.